I am Cage Warriors lightweight champion George Hardwick and Cage Warriors lightweight all-time, what's that animal again? Alpaca. And today we'll be looking at the pad work of the greatest kickboxer of all time, Giorgio Petrosyan, because you'll actually be surprised by what you see. This pad work video, a lot of it is compiled by Pure Pad Work, one of the best YouTube channels there is if you're into training and just generally whacking stuff. So let's get into it. First, he's working on this bullseye shield. And what you'll see is Giorgio Petrosyan is one of the most mobile fighters in the sport of kickboxing. His movement is amazing, his defense is amazing. But when he's practicing here, he's taking his time, he's setting his feet, and he's practicing turning that rear shoulder into each punch, the opposite shoulder into each punch. You might think you have to be mobile all the time if you want to be a mobile fighter, but it's important to practice those solid connections. Here he's working on the focus mitts, hitting a left cross, right hook. This is really important, especially as a southpaw, being able to double up on that backhand and get that reload. So see how he hit that double backhand, but he didn't rush it. He took his time. Backhand, right hook. Simple combinations as well. What you're not going to see with Giorgio Petrosyan hitting pads, hitting mitts, is big, long, nonsense wombo combos. He hits these specific, simple combos that he actually hits in fights. Here, there's a little dip into his lead side to hit that left cross. He's hitting the tie pads here. See how he keeps his back heel up as he steps back, so he's ready to spring into the knee. He's got one of the best counter knees in the game. He can spring into the body kick whenever he likes. He takes a little classic Thai skip to get into the body kick. A lot of left-sided strikes. See how he's doing combos sometimes fully on the left side. Left hand, left uppercut, left hand, left knee. Very important for a southpaw fighter to be able to double up, triple up, quadruple up on that rear side. There he's just hitting continuous left kicks. See how he's right up on the ball of his standing foot. He's back on to hitting the focus mitts here. And here's a little thing that the padman does, which is very simple, it's just an easy trick, is if you're holding like a cross hook, and you don't want to always shout cross hook, hook cross, just wiggle the pad you want them to hit first. Either wiggle the pad for the hook, or wiggle the pad for the cross first. It's very simple, it's very easy, and it can save you a lot of shouting, a lot of confusion. So here, again, he's hitting these combos really solid. He's a very movement-based fighter, but he takes his time to practice and hit solid shots. It's actually a different thing where you think if you want to be movement-based and you want to be fast and defensive, you have to just throw your hand out quickly, immediately, and pull it back. Pull your hand out really quick all the time. But actually, if you've got threatening punches and you land a solid shot, that buys you time, and it can actually make it easier to defend, because if you land a solid shot, it knocks your opponents off balance. They're more concerned about their defense, and you buy that time. Again, he's doubling up, tripling up on the rear side. There was so here he's going uppercut, cross, and to a left kick. Really good weapon. They're starting kind of close. The cross extends the range, and that cross kick is brilliant because the cross brings up the guard, exposes the body. Even if someone slips to the side and avoids that cross, if that cross hits him in the shoulder, it pushes him off balance, that arm's straight out, and they can swing it into that left kick. Simple combinations again, a lot of doubling up on the same side. See how he finishes with a double right hook. So it's good after a rear cross to close the door with the right hook. It's even better to do it twice if it's nice and tight. So here, again, simple combinations. We don't see any ridiculous wombo combos. We don't see him trying to be too busy either. A lot of people can scupper their own pad work by trying to be way too busy. And here he finishes off just with a really nice repeated kicks. He's going back onto the toes, on the kicking leg, on the standing leg, those toes are always up. And he's getting a little bit of movement with it. Again, he's not trying to rush it. There's people who could throw 10 kicks. Say, I throw 10 kicks faster than Petrosyan, but throwing rubbish kicks. But he's taking his time on each one, recovering on each one, and getting a powerful kick on each one, practicing his balance and getting a good rotation whilst being up on those toes. So that was just a short breakdown of some pad work of the best kickboxer of all time, in my opinion. You know, he won the K1 Max 2009 and 2010. No one's won the K1 Max 2 years on the bounce, plus one champion. And that's another thing, is as he got into one championship later into his career, which is where a lot of this is filmed, he started becoming a lot more of a power fighter, getting knockdowns, getting stoppages, or making people shell up so much that he can just unload, which is a big difference later into his career with one championship. And that might have come from all that bullseye pad practice. you know, he beefed out a bit. I think he started working with sports scientists in Italy, where he's based, and he just became a much harder puncher. So, there's just a short breakdown of some Petrosyan pads. Let me know if there's any fighters you want me to analyse their training, and also, if you want to support breakdowns and get access to some exclusive training footage and exclusive techniques, there's the Patroni Pizza on toast, because you love bread. Thank you for watching. See you later. I've had too many espressos.